Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Alilopolis. God damn it, Craig!
Fucking Craig.
Hey, softly, Craig.
The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. A campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth until myths are forgotten and the campaign that gave it birth comes again and again. The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. Hitherto, we left the rum rollers on the Isle of Shandar. Mime, Cat, Hamilton, and the Rarlsons beached Dune right next to a horde of kobolds owned by Shandar. They then frolicked in the sand while catching some crabs and managed 12 of them for a tribute to Shandar. Rarl also made a deal with Gulliver, captain of the Red Cobalt ship, to deliver Shandar's goats. Gulliver also warned Rarl of the feuding goblins inside of Shandar's volcano, while Adune whipped up some Balkan tentacle sushi for another offering to Shandar. The rum rollers headed north to the island head and along the island's head and towards the island's body, a fully active volcano. On the way, they stopped to admire and then devour enormous coconuts to Mime's glee.
Nom, nom, nom.
Coconut milk barely dry on their faces, the rum rollers march forward to the obsidian cliffs at the base of the volcano. On the edge of the cliffs of these obsidian cliffs, an old red kobold finished greeting them with while he was fishing, and they warned them again of the goblin infestation inside of the volcano. So they started to cross the lava bridges into said volcano. Let's find out what happens this time. Yeah, so
Nobody's here, right? This place is empty. It's fine.
where you're at
Fine.
currently?
The giant mountain that we keep getting warned about goblins, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't seen any goblins yet. There can't be goblins, right? I haven't seen any. Plus, I'm fully rested and I have 100 hit points. It's fine. What could go wrong?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I wonder if the goblins will be interested in nude pictures of the queen. We do have bargaining chips.
But yeah, you guys find yourself on one of the land bridges that kind of cross the chasm of this channel in the ocean that separates the head from the body that you were admiring last time too, in the waters there. Thinking about taking a dip, Mime. Just recalling that right this second. But and there's lava kind of dripping down the sides of the mountain off to either side, but this one path seems to be kept clear to a mouth of a cave on the other side of the land bridge.
Must be pretty warm here. There should be some like steam rising up. This is probably great for my complexion.
There's steam rising up from where the lava's touching the water.
Really hot.
All right, crew. So I know not everybody's here. We're looking a little slim. Or do we want to go? This might be better, actually, circumstances for approaching Shandar, right?
So
Like,
long as
there's
it's
less
friendly.
elements of chaos.
I mean, we can still get the goats up here, right? That's all that
Hamilton
really matters.
would
I don't
would
want to. I don't want to deal with a hungry dragon.
yawn at that point too and go, "Oh, I can check. Why don't we spin up the plate?"
I still have my
Sure.
plate, or is my plate the one we left on the?
You still have one plate, and then there's one plate on Adune.
All right, so I'll reach into my bag and pull out that plate. And I guess I will just attempt to spill it.
Performance.
10.
Um, you wanted to, you succeed, but just barely if you want to describe it.
I would say I'd probably try to just like balance it on the knuckle of one of my feet and then spin it with my wings while balancing on one leg.
Um, that's impressive. So you're able to get it moving, but it doesn't quite spin on its own until you like pick up speed with your beak, and it then it starts to kind of just with the like almost immense reluctance start to spin and float in the air and create the portal.
That's right, you make that portal.
That was a slow one. That was fun. Never seen it like chug into being.
The little plate that could. Like I've just chanted, I think I can the whole time.
Look around. Why were we getting the plate out?
Hamilton was gonna go check and make sure we could check on the goats and then make sure we can pull them through.
So nobody wants a hungry dragon.
No. We want a well-fed dragon that's easy to talk to.
And Hamilton shrugs and walks through the portal, and then sticks his head back out the other side and says, "Yep, I'm on to Dune."
Do you see the goats?
No.
They're around
I
the edge
don't
of the
see the
ship, aren't
goats.
they?
Should I get them?
Aren't they like tied to the edge?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Raro left them with the kobolds.
No, I left him with my siblings who were watching them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's right.
Well, I'm inside the cabin. I'll go check on them.
Please
And
do.
he just
They're crucial.
keeps going back through the portal. But then he turns
we
back
the
around and
goats
pokes his head out
currently.
again and says, "Might take a while." And then pokes his head finally back in.
I don't
Should we
think
just-
we're nearly there yet, so we can continue forward without like.
Are we gonna close the plate?
Yeah,
Come
let's
back
grab
for
the
one later.
plate. He can open the
Yeah,
other
he's
one
got
up.
one on hit. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna grab the plate and close the portal.
Oink.
Keep walking on our merry way.
What do you think is the best way to approach these goblins? Because
Do you
like
see a goblin?
no,
Very
but
friendly like.
those people were acting like they exist here.
Well, what do goblins like? I'm gonna roll a, what is that, history?
Mm-hmm.
No knowledge. What do I know about goblins? Shit.
Is that a good shit or a bad shit? I'm on another screen here.
Looked like I rolled a 17, but it says I got a 12. Okay, got a 12.
You said it was a history check?
12. Yep.
Yeah, to see what Mime knows about goblins.
I will also think about goblins. I got a 12.
Um.
Both
Oh,
got
two
12s. Look
12s.
at that. This is a +9.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I rolled a 3.
You guys both know that goblins are are very varying per the region, and neither of you are quite familiar with any of the goblins from this region, especially considering that neither of you have been here specifically, especially to this island, which seems to might be a pretty unique area. But yeah, in general though that they aren't very intelligent. So go as far to say that they are dumb, but they can be strong, physically. So that's at least the common trait among all of the different ones. Besides that, it's hard to say what you might be going into.
Mimi's gonna turn around and look at Rarl and be like, Rarl, what do you know about goblins?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Let me think about that.
I'm pulling up my character sheet. View. Hopefully I know many things. I know almost nothing.
Well, we're doing good.
You're aware that the times you've come across them, they stink.
Yeah, they're very smelly. So like keep a nose out.
Maybe we should offer them soap. Maybe they're ornery because they never take baths.
How's your guys' ability to sneak?
Oh, Mimi is actually pretty sneaky.
I'm gonna say I think I am too.
Because I
What
think
is
like
the-
best chance is we sneak through this thing.
Yeah, I was wondering
but-
that too. If we should just
If
be
we
I
have to
have
kill a
+7
bunch of
stealth.
goblins, that's great because we have to feed our good friend who we need to name. Can we name him Squidward?
The dragon?
No, the guy in the bottle. We have to feed him.
Oh, right.
So like if we have to kill anything, let's just like, be courteous neighbors and leave no trace.
clean it up real nice, like.
Sure.
Anyway.
All right. So, shall we stealthily enter this cave?
Yeah.
Yes.
21.
Woo! That chicken can snake.
Just
So what are we rolling for this?
That'd be a
28.
stealth. Holy damn!
Steal.
I'll just keep on my clucking to a minimum.
22.
Hell yeah.
alright.
Ooh,
I was like, watch me be the one that fucks this up.
it's usually what happens, but damn, guys.
I would fulfill my role as the halfling, making noise and fucking shit up. But no, we're doing good.
We're all very
I'd say.
quietly
To
just...
get the Pink Panther theme song going.
Yes.
Well, I'll paste you in here. You guys creep on through that down the stairs into the cave entrance, which is a rough stone that's got cracks in it that you can see lava underneath of it, and it's all very, very warm and steamy in there. It's close to the sauna levels. As you're descending down into it, and the path though continues into this heavy stone area. You can see blatantly where goods and people have traveled along the floor. Even though it's stone, it's well worn into it, a path. But the very first thing you see immediately as you walk into the gloom and your eyes start to adjust into the darkness. Yes. Does anyone have dark vision other than Rarlson?
I think I do. Let me check. It's a backseat.
You can create light,
5e.
We are trying to be sneaky.
Well, I do. I have Devil's Sight. I can see through.
Yes. I was saying besides you is what I'd said.
Oh,
Because I
sorry.
remembered. I thought you'd said before too.
Yeah.
What was the distance on this particular one of yours too? For the night vision.
I'm 120 feet.
Ooh, nice.
I'll go first. You guys hold on to my belt.
Even though still I was
I like
I was mainly asking so I get the tokens shown up right and you guys can see the appropriate stuff. Yeah. Yeah, because it shows up almost. I can't. Oh wait, I know what I can do. I can do this real quick too. I can put like a dim light source. Light. From behind you guys, from where you guys entered, because there's still light trickling down that tunnel, obviously. So there's still some light in the tunnel that you guys are in currently. But
So I'm just gonna flutter up and kind of just like perch myself on Ralston's shoulder and just like hunker down really tightly. Be like,
He
all right, lead
nuzzles
the
into
way.
you.
What is it?
He nuzzles into you. You're soft. Oh, that's nice. Yes. Good screeches. We'll have to look for traps too. Be real careful.
So I'm just gonna hold on and try not to
Yeah.
hinder anything. I don't think I have anything to detect traps. I have mage hand.
I
I
can't.
I am a rogue, so I
detect
can.
magic.
Does anyone have any ability to like guide or anything like that?
I mean, I have guiding bolt. I can just like send a lightning streak down the path.
No, that would tell everybody we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
I can
Can
detect magic.
do we? I don't know if anyone rolled well enough to know if goblins use magic.
No, we just know that they are dumb and strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna detect magic anyway, just
Just in case.
because that's the only thing I
I
can
would
do.
say that both Mime's and Cat's role would have gotten them the fact that they use magic, but again, it's just varying amongst the different regions what types
Mhm.
because it's very dependent upon like who they worship and all that such, and
Wait,
they're very fractious. There's no like goblin overlord anywhere on
is
Taurus, at
this
least.
is Mime the Goliath or the cleric?
Mime's the cleric.
So you're a little
Halfling. I
small.
was gonna say so.
You should
Mime's
also get on my
Mime's
back.
trying to hold. I mean, I was saying Mime's trying to like hold on to Raul's shoulder, but I'm pretty sure I'm not tall enough, and so I just like have a hand on your back.
I like stop and I'd be like, you should get on my back because I can do a thing where I can run really fast, like move really fast forward.
I mean, I weigh 48 pounds.
I don't know if I can.
I can. I just don't know if that's too heavy
Let
for
me
you.
check. What is
I'm only 3 feet tall.
carry capacity? Carry weight 5e. Strength multiplied by 15. So 8 times 15. I should be able to carry you and Cat.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I would
Yeah,
guess
because I
both
only weigh
were-
like
So I'm
6
gonna-
pounds. 5 or 6 pounds.
Awesome. Yeah, so then I'm gonna do that thing that kids do where I put my arms around your neck, then my legs around your waist, and I like hold on like a backpack.
I'll pull some rope out and then do like a basic like knot to like help secure her. Make like a little harness if I can.
Yes. Like in one of those baby Bjorns or
Uh
whatever.
huh. I don't know if you want to roll for that or not.
Yeah, you got a crafting skill, so why not?
I do. Ooh, that's not great. 11.
You were able to get the rope on there and tighten. It's just a simple knot.
All right, it should help a little bit. And then Rarl is going to proceed forward by looking for traps and
Does
using.
my detect magic find
Oh
any?
yeah, you
On
got
the dead goblin, or what do you?
I
Yeah,
don't, just
'cause
in
you-
general. So that's
you-
just 30 within 30 feet of me
You're able to sense.
for 10 minutes.
There's like a oddly shaped boulder in this particular spot that there's magic coming from. The other side of, like back in
Weird.
this general direction, is not directly behind the boulder. There's also
Okay, so the boulder itself is not magic.
correct. There's also kind of a I have to go back to this real quick. I haven't
good.
referenced this in a
Good
while.
checking.
I've not referenced.
You never know.
You never know.
Okay. A
Oh, what color it is?
it's actually a bluish hue from the other side back there. The-
Now that I know where the pinned goddamn things are, I can see what that actually means.
and then how far does this extend? 30 feet? Yeah, that's the only thing that's really catching your attention currently, and it's a faint light off in the distance behind that boulder, almost like a pinprick.
But what color is the stuff
Oh,
in the
blue.
distance?
I thought I'd said.
Everything's blue. Okay, I knew those stuff behind the boulder was
Oh,
blue.
the other stuff you mean out way in the distance? That
Yeah.
it's a little bit harder to define because it's kind of shifting and changing. It seems like. Besides,
Okay, so it's like a star where it's like
yeah,
scintillating
and it
weird and it's too
yeah,
far away.
it's just there's lights. They're kind of moving and they're way off in the distance, and you know you're able to kind of tune out the light that's coming from your own particular party, for instance, currently that has.
For those following along, okay, for those following along at home, blue means transmutation. So something is not as it appears behind this boulder in some other room or behind a wall. Interesting. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. All right. It looks like we're good for now. Onward, Sir Rarlson.
Okay.
Just for your reference, usually I don't count like carry weight, but in this particular case, with all the shit that you're also carrying besides your companions, I would say that you're encumbered just for your reference, which means that
Okay.
you're I had to look that up because I had forgotten actually too. I never really use it, but that your speed drops to 10.
Oof.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
could hop
Well,
off.
no, I
It
think
won't
it'll
affect
still be
anything. Yeah,
fine
out of combat, really. It's just
because. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just saying thematically it won't affect anything. It's just if you get into a sticky situation is all I was gonna say, like combat.
Got it.
Me may have to jump off real fast, which is cool because I think you want me to drop off real fast.
Yeah, we'll have to dismount.
Yeah.
Situation.
Once they're mounted up, Rarl will walk over to the wall and be like, "Goblins walk on their feet, so they probably would have trapped the floor first." So then he climbs onto the side of the wall. So instead, we're going to climb on the side of the wall the entire time.
All right.
And he begins climbing and checking for traps, using feline agility, his action and bonus action to dash to get some extra speed. So
Well, you're not
it's
in
both
combat
of
currently,
those.
so you can just move freely currently.
Okay.
As it were. It's like I said, it only really affects you whenever it gets into combat. It would slow you down if and when it really comes to matter.
Got it. So I'll investigate for traps as I go. I don't know how often you want me to check. Maybe just like from what I see. So like I see down to here. So if I move up to there, I gotta check
What's
again,
your
or what?
passive? Oh, so no, you're not doing even passive at this point, to you, because you're
Passive investigation is 14,
Okay.
but if I'm looking to,
Yep.
and I'll tell the others, look for traps of that, and then I'll like slap my forehead. You can't see.
There isn't anything that's catching your attention currently, uh, other than the dead goblin on the floor.
Yeah, I look at them. Did we check this guy?
And we're not sure. Yeah, say we're not gonna loot this goblin for
I'll quickly loot the goblin,
goods.
or like lean down so that somebody else like can loot the goblin. Are you on my back or my front?
I was gonna
I'm
say,
on
I'm
your
just
back.
perched on your shoulder, so I'll hop off and
There you go.
like right onto the goblin's body, and then just start rummaging through whatever pockets I can find.
Yeah, that's good.
So you guys are all three looting the body at the same time. Is that what I understood?
I'm gonna let Cat.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she can
body.
loot it. I'll
Oh,
just
okay.
be sitting there on the wall waiting.
What do you want me to roll? An investigation?
Yeah.
Ooh, 23.
Nice.
Ooh.
Besides the obvious things that are left on the body, it seems like there is a spider-shaped like what do you call that thing? Dang it, it's escaping me now. The thing you like throw to climb up stuff. Yeah,
Grappling hook?
it's spider shaped. A grappling hook that's attached to its belt, and the grappling hook itself is kind of like spider shaped. And then there's like a little sword. The creature is only like about Mime's size, so there's that. And so it's a short sword, which would be a long sword to them. um, but they have some ragged looking clothes, and when you're digging through a pocket, you find a cracked porcelain doll in fine clothes, missing both of its eyes.
Interesting. I'm gonna take the porcelain doll and shove it into my bag of holding, and then I'm gonna grab the spider grappling hook, and I'm gonna hand it up to Rarlson.
Oh, this is nice. This will probably be helpful.
Eventually.
He looks directly at the camera. That doll's definitely not going to bite us in the ass. And then looks away.
I know. I was like, oh, creepy doll. I've got to take this. Touched it already and everything.
Yep. Very The Office. Jim looking at just uncomfortable. All right. Once you hop back on, Rarl will continue his moving on, looking for traps. How long does your detect magic stay up? 10 minutes. All right, let's see how much ground we can cover. You look for magic things, let me know. Chicken cat, if you want to just like listen, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'll just keep my senses open for any arcana that strikes me.
As you do, you sense a faint. As you're going around the corner on one of the tunnels corners, you sense some faint magics coming from. It seems almost like it's been inactivated or something like that. From a pile of rubble, it looks like to you, Rarlson.
Yeah, I say that like there seems to be some inactive magic over here in this very dark direction.
Rarl will describe what he sees. It's a pile of rubble. Do you want me to like look through it? It's a deactivated thing, so maybe it's like an old trap, or
yeah, that's
should
what I
we
was
just
thinking.
move on?
I say move on.
Well, so yeah, so our main objective here is to make it to Shandar, so we should probably move
Okay.
on.
I will note the location in my head, what it kind of looks like, and then move on. What kind of magic was it?
Was I able to tell what kind of magic it was?
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Wait, you said there was a color, right? Or did you?
This time I did not. I believe this time, if I'm remembering correctly, it was. I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm gonna get to it, and it's gonna tell me yellow, gold.
Abjuration. Detection magic. Oh yeah, we don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah, let's not be detected. Let's pass it by.
Nope. I continue onward.
Hey,
Let me
the
know
magic
whenever you
is-
want more rolls.
I would like a stealth with disadvantage from yourself, Rawlison.
Okay. Should we have like bubbled up that goblin back there to give in a snack for our tentacle monster first?
I don't think goblins taste very
Too
good.
late now.
The tentacle monster would
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
it.
say they're stinky. They probably taste bad. Although I suppose you would wash it before you fed it to them.
I'm going to
I say,
bardically inspire myself by being like, "Oh, you're so cool! You're so cool! Everyone wants to be your friend." Oh, I rolled 2 12s, so 21.
Whoa. Very good.
Oh, you're so cool.
Uh,
Look at the ceiling, Earl. Make sure there's nothing up there.
I do have one assistant spell, and it's a level 5 spell. And I only have one level 5 slot, but it is skill empowerment. Your magic deepens a creature's understanding of its own talent. You touch one willing creature and give it expertise in one skill of your choice until until it ends. The creature doubles its proficiency bonus for ability checks it makes that use that chosen skill.
oh.
Do you
And it
have
said-
expertise in stealth already? I don't know if it stacks, but if it does, that would be excellent.
And it lasts up to 1 hour. So I was like, if we need it.
I think we're okay right now. I've still got Bardic Inspiration. I have a +9. So at a minimum, it'll be a +9 plus like whatever your plus like 3 or 4.
It says it doubles your proficiency bonus.
Well, I mean, for like what I had, or what if I were to need a Bardic Inspiration. So like right now, I have a +9. So that plus a Bardic Inspiration, I think it might be better to hold on to the 5th level spell, but you decide whatever you want to do.
I just wanted to bring it up because I was like, I have it, but I only have the one slot, so I can only use it once.
Do you have other? What else are your 5th levels?
Agonizing Scorcher, not agonizing. Angazar's Scorcher, Chromatic Orb, Earth Tremor, Flaming Sphere, Fly, Shatter, Telekinesis, and Thunderstep. So if you need me to be really noisy and noticeable, I can be.
Wait, why don't you wait? How long does Fly last?
Understep.
Fly, which I can also use as a lower level
Used that
spell,
one before.
is concentration for up to 10 minutes. And
So you could
move up. Go ahead.
You could cast Fly on me, and we could just zip down these halls instead of 10 feet at a time looking for traps for the next 10 minutes while we also have Detect Magic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. When did I get Fly? Because I can cast it as a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, we've used that before. That's how we got across the lava
At
lake.
the spot where you are currently at, too, you're realizing that you're standing in a pool of viscera and blood.
Ooh,
It took you
yay.
a minute, only because the
Oh,
coloration
yay.
of it was similar to that of the reddish hue of the stone that you're walking in,
gross.
but you notice it now as you kind of try to move your feet around, Rawlson. And
If I'm
ahead of
still on the
you-
wall?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there would still be some on the wall. Yeah.
Okay. This is gross.
And directly ahead of you, off in the distance, you now too realize after you stopped to while you guys were talking and kind of crawling along the wall, a kobold's corpse off in the distance at the end of the next bend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I'm gonna like lean down and whisper to you. I'm like, "Hey, you can fly now."
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
And I just kind of hand you a feather from my wing.
Ooh, he ties it into his hair.
And if everyone could roll me a perception.
Yes. $25.
Ooh, nice.
Oof, nice.
I don't know
Kat,
why I did this to myself. I started Googling porcelain dolls without eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you do that?
Your search history or your algorithm is going to be interesting for the next couple days.
Oh God.
Kat specifically can hear some tinging, some boots on the stone, and what sounds like a bit of yelling back and forth, but it's very far off in the distance. Everyone else, you're more drawn onto the eye core that's either on yourself, Rarl, or that's potentially dripping on you. You're hoping it's water though, Mime.
I'm
Rarl
gonna
doesn't say.
whisper to Rawson as low as I can, but so that I can hear them. I'm like, there's some arguing or yelling going on in the distance.
You said I could fly now?
Yeah.
He lets go of the wall and floats. Starts licking his paws. Ugh, that's so gross.
Just midair.
Priority 1, get clean.
You have a speed of 60 feet for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's excellent, because I also have the feline agility, so I could do 120 just like every other second.
Oh my goodness.
Is it
We're zooming.
wings that are made with that spell? I was just trying to remember what's going on now.
It just says the target gains a flying speed of 60 feet for the duration. When the spell ends, the target falls. unless it's already on the ground.
Okay. I would leave that up to you in your particular, because you cast it on a willing creature.
Before it's just been like levitation, like they haven't really noticed any new appendages or anything, and it just requires the wing feather from a bird, and that's why I use it so much, because I'm like, I'm a bird, just ripping out my wing feathers.
Okay.
So graphically, for as Rarl flies, that not that you guys could see, but his tail actually starts doing the helicoptering, and that's how he's flying around.
Like
Yeah.
Mario.
So if he's flying,
hear.
he turns to the others and he'll say, I have the ability to cast like a darkness around me so that people can't see us, even if they also have dark vision. Should I cast that on myself? It's also 10 minutes. We could just stack for 10 minutes and then just go.
Just be a black cloud in really fast flight. I think we should.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Fuck
I'll
yes.
cast darkness and I can still see through it because I'm special and made a deal with the devil.
Darkness,
I'll just be a demon in the sky.
I've come to talk
And then abandoning the search for traps outside of looking for tripwires ahead of him, he will float and fly 120 feet, uses action and bonus action to get movement speed as well, so that's 60, 120, 180, then doubled for feline agility. So 320 every 12 seconds, because he'll stop. He'll zoom forward, stop, and then listen, and then zoom forward again.
Okay. You wanna?
I'm very fast.
I'm just holding on for dear life now. My little claw's digging into his fur on his shoulder.
Yeah, Mime's really glad for this rope.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you
I'll
want
just
to
start.
animate yourself because you got some distinctions up here. You get up to the next bend where the kobold's corpse is, and there's at least 3 directions to choose from immediately.
Choose whichever one
What do you
feels
guys
right.
think?
Don't they normally always say keep to the left?
And you do see
Where does the air
that
smell
the
precious?
Yeah, that's a good point.
brown
Or where the sound's
path-
coming from.
you see I can answer
Sorry.
that first, or I can say simply to the worn-in path that you see at the bottom of the floor goes direct, more or less straight from your location. Although the sounds, so this path that you're seeing there, Rarl, is kind of like worn into the stone. But you do hear distinctly now too that you've come to this intersection, almost directly north from your location. I don't know if you could see that ping. I don't know if you were zoomed out far enough for the farther ping. But
Oh, yeah.
is a raucous sounding clattering of armor and yells and goblin. It sounds like distinctly now from your
I'll
understanding.
pause for a
We
second
should
midair.
definitely take the path. Yeah, the path well traveled is
Yeah,
the best one, right? That's
Also, though,
obviously
Cat, you're seeing a
where to go.
distinct silver white aura in this direction.
You said a
also the
silver white
direction of the
aura?
people.
More or less in the same direction of the people, but not quite as to what Cat can see, because it's more.
Silver's enchantment. White is divination.
Ant-Man.
Oh, enchanted divination.
Divination.
Is that in the direction of the well-worn path?
Not quite.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Because we can't see these paths.
No, I can't see either.
Or I can't anyway.
I will then point out in what general direction I see the magic aura from, and be like, there is some kind of enchantment over in this direction. I don't know what's over here, if you can see anything.
Pause and look purposefully down each of these side openings 120 feet or until they stop, and listen closely to the sounds of like the fighting to attempt to discern, like, looking at the kobold, do I also hear the sounds of kobolds, or does it sound more like a blacksmithing shop, or like is there screams of pain?
Is
I
this
don't know
a
how to look
language
down
we
these things.
recognize?
Yeah, is it a language yeah.
That's the best it looks like. It can. I moved. You could probably get to like right. No, that doesn't help. Right here. Yeah, there we go. It kind of shows you there's some more corpses popping up as you're getting to this, looking down each of these hallways. Nope, that doesn't work either. The one to the left and the right are harder to look down because they start to curve off in completely
Okay.
opposite directions from the main one too, which also seems to start curving again back up, almost in the same direction as the north passage. And although the northern passage is smaller and so is the southern one, both narrower. When I say smaller, that's what I mean. And the sounds you're hearing are angry and yelling, and there are some pained sounds for sure, along with the clattering.
Does it sound? Can I just try to distinctly hear if there's like the scream or hissing of kobolds versus goblins?
That one would definitely. I'll see what your perception roll would be.
Okay.
It is
Perception
rather.
or investigation?
Investigation is fine too.
16.
You're quite sure you hear a modeling of both. Although the kobolds seem to be farther off in the distance than the
Got
goblin.
it.
Because you can...
We'll turn to the others. It sounds like there's kobolds and goblins fighting back there. I think we should just move on and avoid the situation.
Yeah, it sounds like they have it handled.
Yeah. If we happen
I
to
take
run
my
across
farm.
whatever this divination thing is, we can stop then. But yeah, I'll continue zooming forward.
Yeah,
Oh,
we definitely want the well-worn path to
before
Shadar, not as the
before I
objective.
continue, I turn to one of you guys. Can one of you guys bubble this guy real quick as we go? We'll just clean up.
Bubble.
He's probably hungry.
Let's
Okay.
let's get
and
to
then we'll
Shandar,
feed him.
and then worry about
That's
feeding.
fair.
The squid will be fine. Yeah.
Really like flying. This is really fun. It's like I'm a bird.
I kind of like perk up while still holding on. Like, yep, it's pretty great. I like it.
Let me know when I encounter something I need to roll.
Yeah, you're continuing on around the curve, and it's almost wrapping back up north on the main path now. You can kind of sense because that sound that you were starting to go away from, you kind of started to come back towards. And Kat, you notice the aura almost directly to your guys' right now, instead of as it were to your more like northwestern direction. Now it's more to your southwest eastern direction.
I'm gonna
from
say
yourself.
this. I'm gonna say this to Raroston. Like, hey, it's on that aura's on the other side of us now. What's happening?
Oh, we went around a big bend in the wall. Did I see any openings or doors or anything that might suggest a way in?
Not from the direction you took. Nope.
Okay. Was this a little side passage down here?
Down here?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you did notice too, Kat, another aura very similar to the first, in the direct south of you, but as you'd kind of made it up back around the bend, they kind of merged into one again as you went off farther in the distance.
Also, there are two auras, but they are close together.
Here, let's float over to this one and then listen again and see if we can hear anything in here before we start to very slowly sneak forward. Or should we just keep going?
Passively, just pets. You can tell there is almost utmost silence from this direction. Other
Don't hear
than
anything.
some bubbling lava, maybe?
Oh, okay. What do you guys want to do? Should we just zoom through this whole place like we had said, or stop to investigate some of these safer areas?
Safety is
Yeah,
our
I mean, I
reason.
guess
We
keep
need to get
zooming,
to
keep
Shandar.
flying.
Let's keep zooming. Zoom, zoom. Oh, let me see if
As you got to the next intersection, back here, although you could see those guys off in the distance as you got to it. It's just waiting thematically here. You made it to another intersection. You see the goblins in front of you formed up, and they aren't moving off in the distance from you, and they have not noticed you by any means yet with your bubble of darkness. They're standing there ready to fight. Almost looks like a rear guard, maybe, because they're holding it together without fighting anything, or maybe just another flank of the whatever contingent, because you hear battle, but these people are obviously not battling. They are ready to fight, and you hear off in the direction where they're standing more fighting. That's starting, especially with a horn of battle. It seems like, and in the direction, the narrower direction to your left, you hear thundering on the stones, various forms of feet, largely
I
Um,
clawed.
pause.
Is Shandar's like Is Shandar being set upon by goblins and his kobolds are like defending his island here inside this cave? I feel like
I don't believe that Shandar, like goblins, hold a candle to Shandar, right? Like I think if Shandar didn't want the
goblins
goblins,
don't know
they'd
that.
be thinking,
Goblins have
"Mom."
like that small dog energy where they're just like gonna fight everyone.
Yeah, but wouldn't he have just like
I mean,
burned them all to a
probably,
crisp?
probably.
I mean, unless they're too hard to catch. If this whole mountain is just riddled with these tiny little holes and Shandar is the big dragon, the only thing he can do is send his kobolds in.
Touche. So wait, so do we have a clear path
I
forward?
turn to them. I'll whisper to them. No, there's like a group of armed goblins straight ahead. They haven't noticed us. To our left is a small side path. Kind of gauge this space. How tall are these ceilings?
Not very. You're talking maybe 10 feet high.
Huh.
But it's very, it's
I
very,
could
So we
fly.
can fly over them.
it's very varying. That's at the max point. There's like stalactites and such over.
Maybe
Right.
we should go
The
down
hole.
this side path or down
So
the path
that-
where we heard
yeah.
lava coming from.
Where is the
North
well-worn
towards
path
the
go?
goblins. The options are I either fly over them at 320 feet and hopefully nobody notices that their vision just goes dark for a second. Or we take this side path and hope that it reconnects back up. Now,
The side path makes me unhappy. I also have Guardian of Faith. We could use to distract.
I say we zoom over them and then see if we need to use Guardian of Faith or if you need to throw that out there.
mhm,
Yeah, if we have to use
right,
Guardian
and
of
then
Faith,
we
I
just
could
keep
throw this out to distract
zooming.
them. 'Cause they won't
Right.
see us. They'll just like notice something's
All
weird.
right, I'll
Yeah, we'll just keep zooming.
I'll zoom over them then as quickly as possible. I'll just go the main path as far as I can for 320 feet. And I will let you know if it seems like we get noticed. Obviously, they'll start making noise, but
They're like, oh,
so. All right, ready? 1,
Everybody hold your
2,
breath.
3.
just
I don't know how long 320 feet is. Hold on. We were here. How do I do this?
It's like a
Q?
football field.
Wait,
Oh,
Q.
whoa.
whoa. Wow, this is a winding path, isn't
Oh,
it?
Jesus.
So that's
Yeah.
235.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Guess it's a volcano.
But as
Or
you're,
I'll stop like here as soon as like I get towards the end of my rope and I don't see anybody. Then I'll be like, and then like pause midair and be like, wait 6 seconds so I can do it again.
as you're zooming past, let me just do this real quick here.
Uh-oh.
Good thing we don't have a bigger party, guys.
This would have been a
made this
big
lot more
fight, a
complicated.
big slog. We'll see if it still isn't.
Come on, do the thing.
I mean, the real pro strat is you guys get into the plate and one person zooms forward.
I was just thinking of that. I was like, if there had been other people, we could have just been like, okay, everybody go through the plate, and then it could have
Yeah.
just been like,
Oh shit.
You wait
Cat
on the
and
ship.
Rawson.
Okay. It
Wait,
was
what was
like
that? Oh,
I
shit.
didn't mean to quite roll that many, but it worked out because I did mean to roll that many, but I just wish I would have counted better at first.
Uh-oh.
Just go fast. It's the answer to life. Just run away from your problems.
As fast as you can.
Hmm. Any
Mama
best-
said run, so I ran.
Just keep running.
This is such a good combo. All we really need now is pass without trace.
Yes.
What are you guys doing? We're the stealth combo.
We just fly in
Layer
total
on.
darkness. We're a shadow in the night.
I'm the Batman.
Really, just a cat and a chicken
Yes.
and a trench coat.
A cat, a halfling, and a chicken.
All fly through a cave.
In a trench coat, one on top of the other.
It would.
That'd be a great like
Yeah,
Halloween
definitely.
costume. They definitely would. I don't like the sound of that.
Doesn't work with this. You'll see. It's not bad.
It's so dark.
I don't think I will. Everything's black.
Everything is darkness.
I might perceive with other senses.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
Yeah.
Come on.
We should have taken that eel skin out, or the tentacle skin out to neutral. Well, I don't know if it neutralized our magic, so never mind. Leave it in the bag.
All right. I think I figured it out now.
Proud of you.
I guess we could
I
throw
wanted to
that
make
at
some
any magical
handcuffs
creature that
out
tries
of
to
it.
attack us.
Ooh, that would be good.
I'm guessing.
4.
Yeah, a 12 does not hit. But anyone. But does a 22 hit anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're flying over top and out of being startled more than anything, there are
Well,
sides.
pause. Did they roll at disadvantage because of darkness?
Yeah, that's
Damn.
um.
We got so far. In the end,
It
doesn't
matters.
really matter.
There was. I'll describe better after the fact. It's going to be a trace encounter as opposed to what it could have been. I just wanted to compute, and it's taking a bit here.
That's okay. Take your time.
I imagine you
Run
thought
them
this
numbers.
whole thing would be a dungeon slog.
I literally don't think anything anymore before I go into a session.
Yep.
I just put stuff in the way and see what happens.
Like, are they gonna find this? Are they not gonna find this?
Yep, exactly. So as you're flying over top, you notice a good maybe 20 goblins that you fly over top of, and them out of being startled more than anything. There are a couple magic users hidden behind the lines that fire off a few fire bolts in your guys' directions. That's where I was saying that you guys could see what was happening there, Mime. And as Rarl is flying over top of them, you see from behind you a light come into the sky. Because you specifically probably Mime more than Rarl even, because of the light coming from behind you, and he's paying attention to in front of him. And you go, "Oh crap!" And it just a couple of them splash into the walls before one finally just sizzles right into both of, kind of like right across your back, Rarlson, so kind of hitting everyone for 3.
Well, damn.
Fuck.
and you just clear the kobold line. It looks like who's holding the goblins back, and you make it around the corner and land where you're landed, not making the full distance either that you were kind of like expecting, with just a splash of fire. But you see the kobolds didn't quite react to your passing, but it was you're wondering maybe if you were just caught in the cross line of fire more than they'd actually noticed you.
Got it. Shit! Ow! Ow! Put my foot out! Put my foot out! Ow, shit!
Is he ablaze right now? Are we ablaze right now?
So,
I mean, I assume we're rolling for damage. I don't think Firebolt normally starts things on fire. It like says that in the spell specifically, if it does. But
Well, if we are ablaze,
dramatically,
I have a cantrip that I'll cast Control Flame and extinguish any flames that are around us or
that's
on
sexy.
us.
Never mind. I was on fire.
do it.
Yeah.
I feel like Mime is gonna try really hard to like pat it out.
You guys
I
are
mean,
probably
How
just
on fire?
pretty
are you?
well singed.
Yeah, smoldering.
Fizzling.
No, I don't
So I
want to
can
be
create
wet.
water and put it out if you want. But it
We have
doesn't
so many ways
that
to deal
bad.
with this. We are ready.
We
We are
don't
ready to
need
be
water.
set on fire for some reason.
All right. I'll
And
sit there for 6 seconds.
while you're doing that, around the bend comes another Cobalt team. Almost looks like reinforcements. And the Cobalt teams has a Drake and a Drake Rider that press the turn first and stop and stare in your direction and
At the
make
big
some
ball of darkness.
and make some angry calls back to the troops behind them. And it before it starts doing anything, you hear the Cobalt in common on top of it respond, "Fenderful!"
Uh-oh.
Friend of... Who's the dragon?
Chandar.
Chandar! Friend of Chandar. We have business arrangements.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
We're
trying-
salesmen from the Queen.
That not
I
sure
wouldn't
what
say
that means
salesman.
exactly.
But you know.
That's
That
fine.
says under
Ambassadors from the
threats.
Queen. It's probably
Ambassadors. That's a better... Yeah, I like that more. That's a good one.
There you
But
go.
Rarl, and as the light's kind of dimming from the fire around the rest of you guys, it's going back into darkness. And you're standing in magical darkness, so I guess the flames wouldn't even actually have illuminated you guys for very long.
Yep.
Anyhow, they're standing. The Drake that you see, Rarl, with the kobold on top of it, he just goes, yeah. You're in the middle of combat, and I hope you know. Just around the corner on the other way there is
Yeah, there's a fight.
a writhing battle. We're
Yeah, we flew over it.
yeah, you just keep going along this path.
How do we get to
It's
the
not,
dragon?
not too far now.
Cool.
Sweet.
Would you mind moving out the way so I can bring the troops through? Or
Yeah, I mean, we can just go right over you. I just had to pause here for like 6 seconds so that I could
Moving
zip
out.
forward again really fast.
you
So,
see
like,
him
if you...
scratching his head, and his head's almost touching the ceiling on top of the Drake.
Oh, here. We promise we will not... We will
bitch,
not
get
hurt you.
out the way.
If you
Get
do
out
not
the
hurt
way.
us,
Bitch, get
but
out
we're
the
going
way.
to you just hold very still, and we'll just zip right past.
I begawk.
He can't see you. He can see just the darkness that's engulfing that portion of the hallway and
Yep.
the bagok now that he heard. And he's still just scratching his head. And if you could roll a persuasion for me, I guess.
I have +3. Let's go. 22.
Goes, how about we just back up a second here and
That's fine too. Yeah, like whatever makes sense for you.
just a little bit around the
back it up.
corner, and you can
back
you
it
can
up.
you can go past us after we back it up here.
I have a real quick question. Just like really quick question.
It's gotta
This
be real
whole
quick. I gotta
yeah, it's
pull these
about your whole
reinforcement
fight,
orders.
your whole thing. Is that like you guys are fighting the goblins for Shandar?
Was that the whole question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of them. Yeah, number one. Okay, number two. Do you think Shandar would like it if we just like killed them all?
Oh, he would love that. These goblins have been festered in this hold for a while, and he kind of had to come and kick them out, more or less. But they're burrowed deep.
Well, maybe we
Okay.
should help out then and
Yeah,
earn
so
Strandar's good grace.
number three, do you have grenades or like bombs or like we have these jars that kind of hold the dragon's breath. So like if we could like really quickly get some of that, we could like fly in and like drop them on their like holds and like really just burn them out because you can't see us right now. Anyway, we're floating in midair. We can fly, and this is darkness, and so we could just fly in and like drop these on people and just like cause mass chaos. What do you think?
Would
What
you
do you
like us
guys
to
think?
cause mass chaos?
That's kind of our thing. Yeah, last time we got charged 10,000 gold. But this time, hopefully, it will be better because we'll do it on purpose.
I don't get paid enough to think here. I'm just gonna back up.
Okay, we'll go talk to Shandar and make that deal with him as part of the deal. I look to the others and nod, right?
I mean, we could kill these guys before we talk to Shandar, and then just like show up at his door and be like, "Yeah, we totally helped you, bud. No, you have to
Oh,
help us."
I'm just thinking if we use the
I mean, because Cat has, because you don't have. Yeah, we could use them, or like, Cat has Fireball, and I have things I can.
huh.
I have like Guiding Bolt that I can cast at the 6th level now.
I'm just thinking
I
if we
have,
could get one of those, like one of these magical
Spiritual
jars
Weapon.
filled up with like the dragon's breath, and fly as fast as possible to their den and drop it there, do a lot more damage.
Oh yeah, if we go talk to Shandar and be
Yeah,
like, "Hey, give us some of your breath
yeah,
in these
that's like
jars, and we'll
a
fuck up
trade
your goblins." I mean,
negotiation
that might be a
item,
good way
right?
to get dragon's breath in the jars.
I like that. Okay,
Yeah,
what do you
let's try
think?
that.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's do
you
it.
back up. We'll go through, talk to Shandar, and then hopefully we'll just kill them all for you. We do want their corpses, though.
They've already backed up.
Okay. Well, I just zip forward at 320 feet. Hold on.
Following the main path, you see they backed up into very small, narrow, to the point where you can barely see around them, except for when there's a couple of them only standing in the opening of the second one. A chamber that is glistening with gold.
Oh,
Stop.
the goblins are close. They're close to the horde.
Oh, wow. That's a good piece of knowledge to know. That's a really shiny room. I continue.
And as you get to the end,
How's it not all melted?
oh yeah, tons.
Was there any?
All varying shades.
Did I
Oh,
detect any
awesome.
magic with that gold?
Wow. Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
Our 2% will get us more gold
Yeah,
than
we
we
can
can
fuck
take
with the
away
gold.
from here
Okay.
in our arms.
Yes, this is true.
Where did they go? Where did...
Oh, we've got so much stuff. We
Oh.
got food for Shandar. We got murdering his enemies for Shandar. We got nudies for Shandar.
We've got
We got
so much.
gold. Got a lot of gold
Yeah.
though.
Nude pictures.
You get
Yeah.
around the bend and the glistening chamber
are
and
ready.
to the end of your flight ability, and you drop to the ground in darkness in front of two guards that are standing in front of a very reinforced door, it looks like.
Wave
And
at them.
as your sight flickers out at the same time, Cat, you see the same silvery, whitish glow from a small, tiny. You're guessing from that entrance of a almost looks like a crawl space, to anyone of normal height, but it could easily be traversed by Cat or Mime, probably back in that direction, to the right. But the door is more to the left and straight.
Wait, the
Yeah.
gated
You're
door.
still standing. Yeah, you're still standing in darkness because of the magical darkness of Raul. And both of
That
the guards are
lasts
like,
10 minutes. So
Oh.
if you're saying flight also ends, then that would end about the same time thematically for your use.
perfect.
A cat,
We
a
just walk
halfling, and a
forward.
chicken.
We
Hello.
just drop out of the sky. All of a sudden, we're visible on the ground.
Unexpected, I know, but
And there's
what a way to
a
make an
couple
entrance.
torches off to the other side of the door, so both Cat and Mime can see now as the darkness ends around them, and you're just still hanging on to Raul and drop to the ground.
Oh yeah, is he just approaching? And Mame's just on his back, or Mime's on his back, and I'm just clinging to his shoulder.
Yep. And they both
do
look
you want
at
to get down?
each other.
Yeah, that's totally cool. Yeah, I mean, I've got tons of fur, so it's probably
I
very
don't know, it's
comfortable.
kind of comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
gonna
just
like
perk
stay
up
here
and kind of like
and
fluff
look
up,
at them over your shoulder.
but still remain on your shoulder.
I bow.
Both of the guards, having been looking at each other after you are there, and they're brandishing their weapons, and they're like, in common, the one says, at least kind of brokenly, "You're not goblin."
No.
We are
Go ahead.
friends.
I look at myself. Oh my god. It's true. I changed. The
What
miracle
gave it
tonic
away?
worked. No.
Uh,
We have been sent by the queen of Socrates to treat with the dragon. I look to them. What's his name again?
Chandar.
Chandar. We have business arrangements with him. We have gifts, many gifts. We have. Wait, hold on. We should probably get the goats at some point. Let's talk to these guys first. We have many gifts for him. We just want to announce ourselves, let him know we're here, and yeah. Do we have like a letter or something of introduction from the queen? Right.
Oh wait, yeah, did she give us one of those?
I would hope so. If like she's writing this whole contract and business arrangement, we probably got some sort of paperwork. Here, I give them a thing of paperwork if we have it.
Mime, you know that the queen has given you said documents, for the trade agreements. Yeah.
Yes, I remember paperwork.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're doing great.
I'm gonna pull it out of my backpack and hand it down
Alright,
to Rorelson.
Hand
so
the
they can hand it over.
introduction letter over. Don't want to give them like the terms of the contracts and stuff. Just the introduction.
Yeah, no,
letter.
it's-
They just look at each other again and go, we can't read, but could
No,
you
that's
just,
for Shandar. Could you give that to him?
you could probably give it to him yourself, but like,
Oh, I
what's your guys'
thought the big
names?
gate. Raro, what's yours?
We're just silent, like we don't have names. Like, fuck, we didn't think we were gonna get this question.
What's your... I nudge the others. We got to make a good impression.
Oh.
I just bagok. I don't say my name or anything like that. I just bagok.
I'm playing it cool.
Oh.
I mean, May's
I
just
think
gonna
that'll
like
be
be real
easier to
shy
say
and
when
just
I
be
just
like,
come in there and say rum
rum
rollers.
rollers.
That's 2 syllables. I can't count. This is
We-
Vex. This is Nex. I'm Nex. I will. I'll open the door and let the attendant know on the other side who's come. Maybe they know something about it. Anyways, he just like opens the door crack and kind of whispers through, and closes the door again, and it kind of seals with not just the chunk of the door and the latching mechanism, but you can see almost visibly a force over top of the thing, and he goes, it might take a second before there's some
Sure.
movement on the other side.
Sure. We have goats to get anyway, so no worries. Give us like 15, 20, 30 minutes. We'll be ready shortly because we have to get
Oh.
some things for Shandar.
Mhm.
The gifts.
It's gonna.
Mime's gonna tap. Yeah, Mime's gonna tap
He's gonna be thrilled.
Rarlson's
Yeah.
shoulder and be like,
Do
"This
you
is
guys
great.
take
I
tips?
bet Shandar hasn't eaten in
I mean,
days.
there's a
He's
ton
gonna
of
be
gold
so
in the
happy
hall,
when we
but
give him
there. But I
goats."
don't know. Like, do you want a tip? We could tip these guys.
Both of
Make
their
sure they like
eyes
us.
grow very large at the mention of gold. Don't know what tips are, says Vex, but I guess I'd take it.
It's
Next would take-
basically just us giving you money so that you like us.
I like this idea. Why have we
Great.
not started this? Yes.
It's also called a
tips.
bribe.
I've not heard that word either, but okay.
Off we go. What do you guys want? Is like
What?
5 gold a lot to you guys? 10
They
gold.
Rarlson just has no concept of money.
But would you like it?
I like that
5 gold. That's not a
concept.
lot. You want 5 of these? I can't eat it. That's useless to me.
This whole bag, it's really heavy.
We look between each other, trying to keep a cool, calm face.
I'm tired of
and-
carrying it. You want
What's
it?
a good number?
And Vex chimes in. He seems to have taken the lead from Nex and says, "What do you say to 100?"
100 gold. That's no 3 gold. Oh,
No, my Mime's
that
gonna be
seems
like,
so
no,
small.
no.
I mean,
No,
I have 5 fingers on my hand. 3 seems like a
3.
small number.
Some things only
That's a
have 3
lot.
fingers on their hand.
Really? What creatures of this? Wait, you
Fine,
don't have
we can make them
hands.
more later.
Oh my god.
I just hold up my little foot.
Oh, you have 3 toes. That makes sense. I give each of them 10 gold.
They both hold out their hands because they're 10 gold in their hands looks almost like a pile, and they're just staring at each other, grinning,
Yeah.
and hurriedly shove it wherever they can on their person.
Yeah,
And
you
go,
remember who gave that to you.
and go, you can go in whenever you like, but it might take a second for the person on the other side.
Yep. You're good. We have to go get goats anyway, so hold tight. Turn to the others. Finger guns.
All right, let's spin up the plate.
I have a +6 performance.
She's
Do you
gonna
want me
shake
to do
their
it?
head.
Yes.
Roll. Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
I do it on the end of my tail.
That hands you the plate.
Good call.
You do that move where you take it to the tip of your fingers, up to the other side of your hand, and then back to across your shoulders, and then down your tail, and it starts spinning.
This is fun.
Are the guards impressed?
And they just start clapping, like real impressed. Like they were already very very happy after having gotten paid, which they don't usually get. You remember at least specifically to from Gulliver.
Yeah.
Laurel.
As they watch, they're gonna get beat up now because they're gonna brag about it.
Tell anyone about that.
What? Why?
I mean, if you found out that another guy that you didn't like had gotten all of this gold, what would you do?
I'd take it.
Do you
See?
think that that might happen to you?
Oh, you got a point there.
Hindsight, it's 2020.
I don't. No, you only gave us 10. You want to give us 10 more?
Hey, I
There's
thought they
20
couldn't count.
total. Where did I hear that phrase from?
Maybe.
Weird.
Maybe for next time. Maybe
Right.
next time.
Yeah. Go through the plate and start bringing in the goats.
Yeah, is
What do you
Hamilton
guys
standing
think?
there with the goats ready to go?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
I will wait on the outside of the gate.
You hear Adune chime softly through it. In your mind still, of course. Is everything going all right, sweetie?
It's a little bit chaotic up here, but so far everything's fine. Don't worry. I'll come back to you soon.
Oh, that is one fat-looking goat.
We're just gonna fill this hallway with goats.
We do that. Maybe put like a fence up at the back so they don't get out that way.
Yeah, this.
I don't know. Goats are pretty uncontrollable. I guess Mime's gonna go stand back towards the back so that the goats don't get out. Right, so I'm gonna stand at the end of the hallway here so that, like, from here forward, goats cannot
String of rural sins just begin pulling
pass.
goats out of the portal. This would be great for getting groceries.
Right? Everybody gets a
You-
goat.
You get a
Guys,
goat.
this strategy
and
works
you get a
so
goat.
well.
You get a goat.
Shandar's gonna want these plates. Yeah,
Yeah,
these plates are a
absolutely.
secret.
We put them away after we get them.
No, Shandar can't know that we have these plates. 'Cause then
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Shandar can't.
you guys start
yeah,
filling out the goats, and
Shandar can't
as the
have a
rest of
Dune,
the
and these
herd
plates are
comes
one way.
through, we'll just say these
really
4
useful for
goats for
Dune.
now, because I do not have all the rest of the evening to populate goats on a map. If they were real, that would be a whole nother story, because I really want some goats. I was looking into some free goats.
Are you sure?
I haven't found any yet.
You have to go to an auction.
I can.
Are they?
Yeah, be careful with goats. I love goats and I want goats.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but goats are
Yeah.
terrorists.
They're very wily. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're like
Comparatively, especially to
notoriously
like
difficult
horses,
to
which
keep. Yeah.
sheep are very tame. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But
Yes.
the sad thing about
Or like sheep.
sheep is though that they'll get caught in like bramble, right,
Goats
and
are
just
like
die.
a toddler.
Oh.
They're
It's
also
the circle of life.
one of those like types of herd animals that like
Oh.
when they're getting eaten as a sheep,
What you
they're one
eat
of those
eats you.
herd animals that I believe, anyways, that usually don't make that much noise, because they know that they're like keeping the rest of the herd safe by dying.
Oh, that's sad.
Hearing is kamikaze
Aw.
sheep.
Oh, sacrificial lambs. Wow.
All right, so we have all the goats up here.
Yeah.
Now that we've
Yep.
heard that sad story, let's go feed them to a dragon. Just walk in
Alright.
and introduce each
Yes,
individual
I mean, I
goat
can
to
name all
Shandar.
of these goats. Like,
This
if
is
you want
Fred.
to,
This is Daphne. This is Velma.
personal, we can get personal.
Over you. We also have the gold, so we should have some people carrying the chest of gold
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
And the sushi. I mean, the Rorelsons, the brothers can start bringing stuff. They can hold some platters. The
Who
job.
do we trust with that
Start
task?
strapping stuff to goats.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Right-
just like
oh,
keep
yeah.
bringing in.
The goats just bearing their weight in gold.
We brought you gold, and on it,
Oh yeah.
food. Or it on food. I don't know.
Edible
Food
serving
covered in
devices.
gold.
Alright. We,
Gold.
should we wait a second until the other guy comes back? We should be, like, properly announced as the rum rollers, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, hurrying up
I
to
guess
your
because
group
Shandar's not
of
even in here, it doesn't look like.
goats.
Unless Shandar's gonna make a grand entrance. I
Looks
don't
like
know.
a small, more lavishly dressed kobold, if you will. It may be more like also too like theatrically, and he runs up to you through the goats. He's kind of like pokes his head up through the herd of them, and he goes, "Oh!" And he like squeezes through them and gets up to you guys and goes, "Rum rollers, right?" And he goes, "Oh, me," and out through the chamber, you hear a couple
Yes.
echoing sounds. A couple echoing sounds of this of
High
the
five.
of the of the same, and they start singing
Actually, me may.
like a song dedicated to the idea of rum rulers and that they're here, and it's echoing through the chamber, and there are descriptions somehow they've managed to get like details somehow
What?
from your guys' passage through Tara and Socrates and such, and you recognize some of the deeds you've done in the past sung throughout the chamber.
My begawking question.
That's weird.
Oh, let's find out.
Shit.
Dark and terrible.
Is it like a really
Have we
nice
been good
song? Is it
boys?
beautiful and pretty? Like, do we enjoy listening to it, or is it like dissonant?
Yeah,
Or I mean,
what's their
like with all the
performance
good
check?
intentions, just like really
I
poor
just
delivery,
did
right?
it,
Like they
and
tried their damnedest, and they were
it's
just real shit
bad.
at at the musical arts.
Yeah, you catch a lot of like they
So
didn't
they're
account
just like
for how
trying
much
their
of an echo the
hardest to
chamber
sing their
has,
little
so they're
hearts
like
out, and it's just
singing on top
terrible.
of each other on several occasions and saying the same thing over and over again, and yeah, it's very poorly planned and not a good situation at all.
Not been planned at all.
That is good. Don't offend anyone. Just smile and nod.
Harmonious. All right. So we have to
Well,
like
Taps his
pretend
feet
that it's
unhappily. That was really bad.
good.
Guy. It's fine. It's fine. You know? It's fine.
Pretty
You know?
much.
It's fine. Alright,
Yeah,
let's
they
go.
seem like they're happy
They
to
don't
see
hate
us. All right,
us.
let's trudge in with our goats.
We're doing good,
and
guys.
he
They
goes,
don't
"Yes,
hate
just
us.
proceed down across this hardened river of lava and to the entry chamber down below, and
Yes.
oh no, Shandar will be with you post haste. Just wait right there." And he
Okay.
points
So this isn't a trap.
just to the left of him. And the echoes are still dying down as you guys form up there
Awesome. Thanks.
at the edge of what looks like a or rather, just across a river of water and a river of lava that combines to make a bridge, and then they separate again and make almost a moat around an island that situated in the center of this chamber.
Dude has style. This place must be expensive.
I mean, we are in a volcano.
I thought I'd
suppose.
found something
Rarlsons
good.
takes out a sandwich and eats it while they wait.
Made
Tuna.
of what? Ah. Yeah,
Tuna salad.
there's quite a lot of bats echoing as the song dies
So
down.
is this
and,
chamber just like flooded with goats right now?
Yeah.
So are all the bass like
And
echoing?
the
That's pretty loud.
bats seem to have it as somebody comes brushing a plume off the top of their that they're carrying in their hands. It's a hat that there's a plume on top of, and then they put it on their head as they're just coming around the corner, and they spread their arms wide and say, "Welcome, welcome. I assume the rum rollers, which have just been announced." And he looks around at all the goats. "Are you the goats or the people?" he says with his hand to his chin.
Mom is just gonna
Wave.
like visibly face
Hi.
palm.
Hi.
Like, we're here. Right here.
Shandar?
Indeed.
Yume's gonna
Welcome.
give some finger
And he's
guns.
like very flamboyantly dressed.
Drum rollers present.
I look at the others.
John.
Does he look like a dragon?
No, it looks very much like a human in front of you.
Wait, Shandar's.
With pale
This is
skin.
Shandar.
Blazing red eyes though. And
Shandar.
just otherwise normal looking though. Brown hair. Only like 5'6". And he's
Really like the look.
Mime with like childlike abandonment is just gonna like look at this person with
I keep
with squinty
those
eyes,
away
like
for
obviously
times
real,
when they're needed.
real suspicious.
You
and
know,
just be like,
you gotta
I
keep the
thought you'd
crowds
have
waiting
wings.
and people guessing.
There.
I assume that you're here though for the talent show. He says, he puts his hands on his hips and he thrusts his chest out.
Very good point.
Yes, yes, of course. That's why people are showing up. Well, I guess, or people aren't showing up. I was waiting for someone. He starts to think.
The talent
I guess
show.
Maybe the goblins are more trouble than I thought. Maybe I should go do something about those. Oh well. The kobolds have it handled. Right, Theodos? And you hear "Yes, sir!" From off in the distance.
We didn't see anyone on our way in. Besides the horde of goblins attacking.
Huh. How odd. I
Yeah,
could have swore I said on the third moon of Yggdrasil. That would be tomorrow night. I assumed you might be just, an early arrival, and the rest were going to be, fashionably late.
no. I look to the others a little unsure now. Should we? Yeah, are you hungry?
And he definitely overheard.
Well, I'm
'cause
glad we
he's
made sushi.
chimes
I'm gonna
in
say
with
very quietly and be like, I'm glad we cooked
You brought
some of the
food?
food.
Oh, what wonderful guests you are. It'll go great for the show, I think.
Yeah. Look,
Can I tell if he's being honest?
Yeah, what's the show without
Like,
dinner?
is there really a
Insight.
talent show going on, or is this guy loopy?
is this Shandar?
just some rando who's just
You're-
like,
you're-
yeah, talent show. I'm in a dragon's cave. Totally, everything's fine.
You're pretty sure he's being truthful. He seems earnest and such, although very you might say off kilter, only because he's not what you expected.
I mean, yes.
Look to you questioningly.
I'm gonna ask more about the talent show. So there's supposed to be a talent show, and you sent out invitations.
Oh, there it is. And he goes, "Yes, sir. You send out those invitations." That might be the other problem then. Kobolds aren't the best lackeys. But, I think I at least got one response. I think it was Pop Tart. He said he was going to make an appearance at some point, and he starts to rub his chin, look up at the ceiling. Although I do remember him from when we were in the spiraling woods together as a neighbor, and he was quite a wily then, too.
I like Pop-Tarts. We actually were sent
Yes,
here by
Pop-Tart.
the Queen of Socrates, but we might be interested in your talent show.
He freezes, and you wonder if that's even a person anymore that you're looking at for a second, because he doesn't even breathe after you mention the Queen of Socrates. And then he just turns his head slowly towards you.
I look sideways to the others. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we have a letter for you. Yeah, pull that out.
We have a
Letter of
letter.
introduction? We don't
We have
look
paperwork.
through the others. Does he and then depending on how that goes, we can go further.
For your viewing pleasure.
We have food. Yes, and gold. We have gold, a gift for you
And
of
we
our
brought the
great
goats.
respect because we like you. We heard the
And we
great
have
things.
food. Don't forget, there's food.
Goats, yeah, goats, good.
And he's still standing there, unmoving, and his eyes start to almost bulge out of his head. And he extends his hand, and he just
Sushi?
says one word, almost like chokedly.
What was the word?
What
was
was that? I didn't hear. Oh, letter. Oh, yes. Sure. Here you go. Can I insight check that? Is that a choke of anger,
What's he say?
or a choke of anger, or a choke of like, or like
Passion,
longing, or like?
excitement.
I don't
Go
know
ahead
if
and
you
roll.
guys have better insight, but I only have a +0.
Wait, let me see what.
Mortification or like
Hold on.
surprise.
Rarl's not insightful. Oh my
I have
god,
a
you're
plus
so much
six.
better.
16.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some insight.
I guess I'll roll just to see.
+10. God damn it.
13.
I rolled a 4.
All of you are so put off from his reactions to things currently that you couldn't tell with
Can we
100%
tell what the dragon's
certainty.
feeling?
Each one of you almost have your own suspicion of what he means by.
What are we thinking?
I don't know. What are you thinking? You can tell me that much. I don't have to tell you what you're thinking.
I think he's like morbidly excited.
I think he's terrified right now. He's like, oh, fuck the queen. Like, not in like a bad way, but in like a, oh, this is the girl I like, and the girl I like's talking to me. Like, fuck, what do I do?
She noticed me. Oh god.
I think he's afraid of the queen.
She spanked him one too hard one night.
Yeah. Stole his firstborn or something.
So you put the letter in his hand there, Rarl, that Mimi had given you, I guess? Or actually, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know how that
Whoever's
had
got it.
transpired. Yeah.
I think she pulled the documents out and gave me like the set of documents she had,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you said it in his palm because he's got his hand flat out, almost as if he was just being super awkward. And you said it straight down flat on his hand, and he stares at it for a second before you lean back. You see him swallow deeply and breathe in, and then he takes it in both hands and kind of turns his back and starts reading.
He doesn't want us to watch this intimate moment.
As he turns his back, I pull the nudie out and like show it to the others and like shrug.
I
Should we
whisper,
hold on this one?
Mime's gonna whisper like wait for the right moment. It might be a little too much right now.
yeah, overwhelm him just a little bit.
Yeah, especially because we don't know if he's mad or like happy or upset, right? Because if he's pissed, that nudie is not going
Right.
to help. But if he's like, "Oh fuck, she's talking to me," like the nudie will be well
Right.
received.
And he kind of, as you guys are watching him, I'm guessing intently with the otherwise there's not much other noise in the chamber besides meh, meh, meh.
Just silence and then
Goats
back.
keeping it light. This is why I love goats.
And then you see him, his tense posture kind of relax a second, and then exhales, and then turns back around and he goes, "Ah, so you're not here for the talent show? It seems like you're here to make a deal."
Right, you are, but I never turn down a good talent show.
And he
I mean, we are here, right?
and he takes the papers and puts them under his arms and claps and says, "Excellent. Well, we can deal with that after the talent show then. I am glad that she's talking to me again. I was quite concerned
No.
after our last exchange."
Did the queen tell
no,
us about
I'm
the
sure
last
none of us read
exchange?
it.
Oh no. Do we even know what the letter
I didn't read it, and it's
says?
been in my backpack, so.
What? Yep.
No, I'm just I assume the queen knew what she was,
Fair.
I was gonna say I
doing.
don't remember reading it, and I'm like, was it sealed? Were we supposed to read it? Too late now.
Well, I'm sure if that's the
Yes.
case, then I'm guessing the goats are part of your act, or
No. Yes.
We're gonna stack them.
I just
We're gonna
bagok.
stack the goats.
Yeah.
There'll be a goat
Trapeze
tower.
goats.
oh, sounds excellent.
Maybe it's just gonna like nod.
I
and,
look
like, the most,
panically
like,
over.
encouraging, like thumbs up, like yeah.
We can do this. Bagok.
Rarlson, you're a cat. You're like the best at balancing.
We got
You
this.
got
We can
this.
totally stack goats.
If you
Yeah, you can do it. I've seen you. You're so good at keeping things up.
Yeah.
Flat
That's
surfaces.
yes, he nods. Yeah. Sure.
Yes, completely.
Maybe that'll be the time.
Yeah, definitely won't be tempted to knock over the stack of goats. It's fine.
Knocking
True.
over stacked goats.
And then he pulls out a pad from his
we
back
are
pocket.
together. We
And
are the
he
rum
goes,
rollers.
"So is that going to
we
be
work
the
together.
only act, or are you three separate acts, or?"
Well,
Yeah, we work together.
All right, rum rollers, goats. Not sure what that's going to be like, but we'll find out. And he folds the thing back over and puts it in his back pocket. And he goes, in the meantime, I'm going to be preparing myself for my act as well. It's a surprise. Cannot tell you that, unfortunately. And yeah. Besides the kobolds, there's going to be some guest judges that should make an appearance by tomorrow. If you want to make yourselves ready for the performance, you can head
Most
just around
excellent.
backstage there on the other side of the wall.
Oh, I look at the others. Didn't he just say that he doesn't know that he invited the and look at the others. I'm pretty sure that
Your
guy
sense
said
of
he forgot to send out the
The
invitation.
goats are just fucked.
Yeah,
If you-
I think he said that.
If you
I
say
can
it
only
out loud, he
imagine like
goes,
one has
"No
jumped
worries,
into
no
the
worries.
lava
I have some
by now. Like
key
maybe
figures
we
that
should put
I
them
can
back
I
in
can
tuning.
contact
Like,
directly."
at least one goat has been lost to lava at this point, right? Like I
All right,
know
so we're
one
gonna drag
is
it
just
talent
like
show. Quick, get the
frolicked
goats.
right into the lava, right? Like so.
Lead them to safety.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, we're gonna go behind the wall to where he indicated. Where was that again?
They're going down either way.
I mean, should we put them back on the Aduna until we're ready? Man,
We don't want to use the plate in front of Shandar, so let's.
that's right.
And while you're doing that, he goes, "Ooh, dropped goat!" And he sprouts some wings and flies over to the lava and starts sitting in it and eating the goat, just
Shit, that's
freshly
so
cooked.
cool.
Freshly
Bad
cooked
blood.
Hey,
goat.
side question: how are your allies, like the people for the talent show, supposed to get here through the giant swarm of fighting goblins and kobolds? Because that was going to be part of our
Oh, that's a
offer to you.
wonderful point. And he says, while he rips a piece off of the goat and
Wow.
and he goes, I'll tell them to use the and he points directly up top entrance.
Oh my
And you
god.
guys look up way high and you see some of the light that's filtering in from maybe 1,000 feet close to anyways feet above you.
Why didn't the
There's smoke
kobolds
is
tell us
billowing
about
up.
that entrance?
Yeah.
If you ask the kobolds, it's because they can't use that one. They just die.
Oh, because they fall and die. Yeah.
that would deter me from using that entrance.
Yep. We could fly though, so that's good for us in the future. I
Oh,
guess.
excellent. I would hope so, at least. If you got like 20 goats, well, 19 goats.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how we got in. Yeah, we had to bring little goats.
We did it. It was hard work, but we did it. And I just start
Yeah.
trying to like chivvy them behind the wall as
For
much as they'll listen
you.
to a chicken.
One of them kicks you.
I jump up on its head and just like land on his horns and start flapping to try to get it to move forward.
Sounds right.
Oh, there is a goat stat block. Here we go. They only have a ram. Oh, that'll be close enough. Nice. Yeah. It's a natural fucking 20.
From him kicking me or trying to get me off of his horns.
We'll say he missed the kick and got you with his horns just because it's gonna be the easiest here too, because oh Jesus, that's 8 damage.
Ah!
He like gores you across the side with his horns.
I begawk in anger.
We're gonna spin the plate, try to get
Ah,
some of the goats.
those are some
back into
feisty
the
goats
ship,
you
right?
got there, he says while you're herding them behind the wall. And he rips off the leg.
Mm.
Well, I mean, how are we
He's
gonna explain that the
found out
goats
on.
disappeared? That's fair.
So what you guys doing behind the wall?
Just-
Hide.
That's fair. That's accurate too.
Yep. Send this kobold away. He doesn't need to see the plate either.
Does Cat say that out loud to the kobold, or
Magic?
All right.
We could just
Deck.
just keeping them in a safe place
What
until our
Shandar said.
entertainment
I guess what Shandar
begins.
says goes, even though he seems like a pretty friendly guy.
Yeah.
I was not expecting the dragon.
We have
to
an
be so
additional
friendly.
goat house. Goat house. Do, 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 do.
Oh, hindsight.
So we're waiting on business until after the
Nope.
show, correct?
Call.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed pretty happy to get that letter.
Yeah.
Wish we knew what it said.
Mm,
Wait, do we
la
have
la
it
la la.
in our handouts?
No.
I don't think it was a private message. She gave
Nope.
us the.
It was definitely one of those things
Yeah, it
that
was
was
like
just filed away and never looked at again. And so I've never felt the need to make a handout.
Like, yep, we have this,
Well,
and then
here's
that's
the
as far
thing.
as we went with
We're
it.
supposed to be guys, and good guys don't spy on those private messages.
I mean, maybe. I don't know, but she did tell us to bring something back, right? We do have jars to bring back. The dragon breath we're bringing back benefits her, right?
It was a business plan, wasn't it? I mean, like, what if Queen Shandar just sold us out?
There's
What
a
if
lot of
we're the
trust going on
goats?
in this transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, she just sent us away to get back into Shandar's good graces, and we're just a snack because she doesn't care about us. It should. She said
Yeah.
it would. Is it too late to roll an insight check?
Right.
An inside check on
We have
what?
a sign
The queen.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you guys
Far
would
away.
probably have
We inside.
you guys would probably have like some documentation on the contract of your own too, like of it with you. And that would probably still be with Mime as well because
Oh, and it's a little late for that.
Mime was doing the negotiating. But yeah, if you want to read through the contract, it's very contract language and has a lot to do with.
I just want to
know.
make sure we're not being sold as snacks to Shandar.
Yeah, I think we
so
just
that
have
the
to
queen
put
can
our
get back
faith
his
in the
good
queen,
graces. That's
right?
all I'm
That
worried
like
about.
we
So you
made
want
this
to
deal
insight
and
check the
it is in
contract?
paper it is in the verbal exchange.
It is signed. This
She
is
also
the
did a
copy
bunch of
of the
drugs
one
at a
that is
nightclub.
currently with the queen.
I mean, like, does it seem on the up and up, like how she explained it? It doesn't seem like there's any underhandedness going on. Does the contract make sense to me?
Face value, no, because
Things
it's
we
a
should have
contract.
read.
Yeah, I think we would have had a
Face
different
value,
reaction to
it's
the
like
letter.
very much,
Magic layer.
very.
I think we're gonna be okay. I think we just need to figure out what the fuck we're doing in this talent
She-
show.
Seem chill.
Yeah, she did. Yep, pretty chill.
I don't necessarily have to stack goats. These things change
Just
at
gonna
last minute.
believe we've not been
Shandar seems
sold to
like
the
an
dragon
artist.
as
He
a
understands.
snack. Because if we have, I
Does
guess we're
anybody
gonna
have a
throw
talent,
hands.
a secret hidden talent that we are not aware of yet?
Do that.
Don't we have a bard? Can't we do a
Mhm.
song and a dance? Can we enchant the goats to dance? The Rorlsons play a song?
Stacking goats.
Stacking goats.
Didn't she use bardic
Do
inspiration?
we
though?
have anything? Do we have a sticky substance that would let us stick goats to each other?
Yeah, perfect. Hindsight.
Oh.
I am a rogue, not a bard. Unless you're talking about one of our other. But I do have a plus performance. No, that's true. But I could have never because I'm not a bard, so I couldn't have done the start with. But I rolled, so nothing changed.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good thing you didn't need that.
No. Whoops.
You were. He was a bard at one point, so you're not hallucinating. And then we also had
I have
Nep,
a +7 in acrobatics,
who was also a bard.
medicine, and insight.
And
Wait,
Shia.
but I was gonna say, didn't Nep leave to go on like some drug expedition?
He was the last time you guys did see him. He was high as balls at the Pink Plush Pig. You have no idea
Yeah.
where he went after that. But
He's
yeah,
just
Yeah, if you
never
wanna
come
use
back down.
magic, if Kat wants to use magic on me and Rarlson, then because I'm also not very strong, right? So acrobatics is high.
I have a +9 in acrobatics.
Animal
It's something
handling
I can
is high,
use just.
but my strength is -4. So I don't. It depends on which
Surely
of these
you can.
stats we need.
I only have a +2.
I mean, we were a team, so we could do it together. You have the spell that gives you advantage expertise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should make like a pyramid, like cheerleaders do. Yeah, again, and I feel like we can also change our talent, but I feel like the talent show should be next session. I throw that suggestion. Yeah.
Animal handling, which are
Yeah.
like you're like holding, like keeping the goats. Be like, hey, it's gonna be okay that you're gonna get.
Everything's
Right.
gonna be fine. You're gonna enjoy yourself. It's gonna be a good time. A pyramid of goats. I'm gonna say I have far step. I wonder if I could just teleport the goats into place.
uh,
Um, I'm assuming
yes,
we
that's
can
what I was
sleep on
going
a
to say
duvet,
too.
so we don't need. Although I don't know, I
Yeah,
don't
Because
really
so
want to leave a
all who
plate
can
here.
be
So
here
do
should
we have
be.
to sleep in the
Be
volcano?
like, hey, we need to perform a talent. Everybody get together. What are we doing?
yeah, and that way too,
Okay.
there's opportunity not only for other people but uh, multiple opportunities for the rum rollers potentially too. I don't know. That was where my thought was when I was
Shonda
asking
cares
as
so much.
Shonda. I was
Okay,
like,
I'm gonna like shove
is
the
there only one
the
act
plate back in
or two?
because we never rolled the plate,
And
right? Never opened it.
to
Just gonna shove
to
it
sum
back in
up
my
too,
backpack real
I
quick.
guess very well. He comes out of the lava
He's
dripping
like, all clear, all good.
and walks over around the wall, just like peeks. Actually, he doesn't even peek. He just kind of like sticks his mouth around the edge, and you were kind of wondering how he does just his mouth. But he's like, I don't want to see the act before the stage, of course. But I did want to inquire if you needed anything while you're here. It's going to be at least until tomorrow that we perform.
I Is
I
there a
can
place for
provide
us to
beds.
rest?
I could provide beds. Would you mind, you know,
All right.
being presentable for me to walk around the wall? Is everything okay?
Is the plate put away? We're good to go, right?
I mean, May's definitely gonna take one of the bottom beds. And yeah, go over and do we want food? I
He
guess we're
comes.
probably still pretty full on coconut. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know how long ago that was.
he's like, okay, and he comes around and out from the stone. He goes. He starts engraving some things. It looks like into the stone, actually, and just past where you're all standing up by a stalagmite, and goes, I hope it's okay if they're bunk beds. And he just inscribes a square and then some runes inside of it, and
Yeah,
out
food's
from the
probably
stone
smart.
comes these plush
Food, and then
double-decker
I propose a
beds
long
that
rest.
are sitting next to the stalagmite over here.
Plush double-decker beds.
Nickel top.
Such a
I'll just sleep
gracious
on a
host.
whatever
Thank
corner
you,
of the
Chandra.
bed that Mimi sleeps on.
Humanoid.
I'm gonna pull a cookie out of my bag and just start nibbling on it, and then ask if anybody else wants a cookie. We still have like what 20 of them.
Gondar wipes some of the goat off of his
Sure.
face and goes, I could potentially see what we could rustle up for you if you're that famished. And you guys had been a few hours, at least 4, maybe more, honestly, going through the chambers.
Yes.
Alrighty. Good shit. And then
Okay, well, I will see what I can rustle up. And he goes back around and he pets a couple of the
yeah, no,
goats
this
on the
is good.
couple of the goats on the head
I'm
as
gonna
he
rub
passes.
out. I have a dog
And
that's
Do the
belches.
yelling
goats
at me. That wants to
not
go
freak out?
outside. Good time.
No more than if any other
Pitter
humanoid
patter.
had
Good session.
petted
Look,
them on
we
the
finally
head
made it. We met the dragon, guys.
unfamiliarly.
We're doing it.
They can't
Awesome.
tell. That's funny.
I'll see.
It's good to know that goats have no magical sense. So
I'm real proud of us.
At least these goats.
are there enchanted goats in this world?
I mean, there's an enchanted chicken, so
This is true.
and squirrel.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the squirrel.
we got this. Yeah, not expecting that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So we're gonna eat
I don't know. I think it's real
whatever
strange that
snacks
we
the dragon just
got
keeps in his
here
pantry, and then we're gonna
coincidentally.
take a long rest.
Yeah, I'll let you know what they are next session. I feel like that's a good lead-in.
Yeah.
Pitter patter.
Yeah.
Yes. We're doing it. Get past the whole dungeon.
Yep. We'll just get right to the end. We did good this time, guys.
Yeah, there
I hope you guys
stars
like
combined. We skip over this shit.
and until you get to a dragon that wants you to do a talent show.
Like, damn. Okay, we
Yeah.
got this.
Yeah, I hope you like the twist.
Yeah. So, how does one roll for a talent show?
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Have a good one.
Yep. Good night.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.